Hi, everybody. Nick Blazier back here with the 17th round of the WBIF Individual World Championship. We're still live at 12 and 4. This is my last life, though. 5 losses, and you're eliminated from the tournament, as you can see down below. In this round, we can see 4 players have already played their matches and lost and been eliminated in this round. Either myself or my opponent, Roohollah. I don't know. Hopefully I did that okay. Is going to be eliminated on this one. So this could be the end of the run. I hope not. I hope there's more videos from this tournament to come. But yeah, last chance. Very strong player looks like at a 4.692 average in PR across. So it should be a really good match. Excited for that. But yeah, before we get started, figured I'd just like share too. I'm trying to go to Cyprus to help out Arda and the team with commentary this year, but their tournament team doesn't have budget to cover my flights, and I don't really have budget to fly to Cyprus this year. So I thought I'd just reach out to people watching my videos and everything that like my commentary and see if people would be interested in contributing whatever they can to help me get a flight out there. So if I can collect like $1,500 in the next month, roughly, or by like mid October, I mean, I'll book my flight and I'll go out there, and there'll be a week of me on commentary in Cyprus, which I would love to do. I always like getting out to tournaments like that. More and more of them are like able to help me out with travel and get me out that way. I think in the future it's possible Cyprus and other tournaments will work like that too. But this year we kind of came up with it a little late after I worked with Arda and Monte Carlo. So yeah, I'm asking for help to see if I can make that happen. So that'd be really cool if you can help out at all. And I'm getting really good feedback about my book so far too. So if you're interested in learning how to adjust regular backgammon play to match play and finding like a more simple and memorable system that doesn't rely so much on take points and match equity and things like that, check it out. It seems like it's helping a lot of people's games already. It's available on Amazon. So yeah, that's all I've got so far. Oh, I also made my a little website trying to all my commentary work and stuff is kind of spread out across different channels, and so I tried to make a resource where you can go find out about all these things that I'm like mentioning here, and then also get like an archive of all my YouTube videos and all the stuff I've done. So yeah, go check that out if you want to watch more of me. But cool. Without further ado, we'll see if this tournament's ready. Don't have our opponent on here yet, so we'll look for an invite, or maybe we can invite him. I always forget how to do this. Okay. I can message him too to make sure, but as soon as he starts there, we'll get going, of course. I think I've met this player out at a couple of the tournaments in Istanbul and things like that. I remember the face for sure. Um, yeah, I can't remember if he played in the contender tournament. I don't think it was. I don't know. I don't remember for sure. For some reason, I remember him being around there though. So maybe might be someone that like plays at that level too, which is pretty exciting and cool to get to play against. Someone pointed out to me that I'm the last American standing in the final. What is this? 22 players in the tournament right now too. So try to keep it going for that, I guess. But it's thinning out with representation from a lot of different countries. That's kind of cool. A lot of Greeks in there, including Tony, that I got to meet out at the Marbella UBC tournament in 2021. So yeah, Burak's still in there. If he could just lose, he promised that he would cheer for me from then on. So I need that energy behind me. So maybe I need to root against him. If I lose, I'll root for him. Maybe that'll be our deal. I'll do a video on those matches. Yeah, I'd love to keep doing these. By the way, I'll have to find a way whenever this tournament is over for me to continue with the play and explain videos because I like doing them. I did an interview with Dan Revere on my channel too, and it seems like people like those. So I've been thinking about other people I could have on. Um, a long time ago, a couple months ago, I just thought it was like it would be interesting to kind of reach out to a lot of the content creators that are out there right now and popping up, and sort of have a talk with them how they got into that, what they're trying to do, how it's going. So I've got like a little list, and yeah, in my head it would just be cool to kind of connect whatever this like backgammon community, the online community particularly, feels like it's kind of growing into its own thing. And so I don't know. But there's a lot of things going on in separate places where people don't necessarily like, I don't know, collaborate or something. It's you might know about one channel but none of the other ones or something like that. So it'd be cool to just like grow that and kind of connect everyone, I think. So yeah, maybe I'll do more interviews with that goal in mind. Of course, Zdenek would be nice to talk to. Simon Rajat I've been talking to a lot. A couple of the kind of like teacher names that are doing videos. Maybe Michi would do something with me too. We talked about that a little bit at Monte Carlo. Um, yeah, I feel like he's doing really interesting content that's really resonating with people too. So lots of options out there. If there's other people that you really want me to talk to, let me know. Happy to figure that out. Okay, let me go hop in my messages and make sure we're still on to play here. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I didn't double check the time that I've got it right too. WBF time is 1800. Do I have this right? And our match is scheduled for 1800. Okay, I didn't do a time conversion wrong. That's always good to check. What else can I talk about while we wait here? Who do you guys think is the favorite in this field? We could just go by PR and find Burak. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to. Karen's a tough one to have knocked off. I get to play him against him in Georgia a long time ago. Super nice guy too. But I mean, a lot of really strong PRs and players left in the tournament here too. That's kind of exciting stuff. Um, what else did I want to mention about the book? I had at least one person reach out and ask like for a lower, I don't know, someone in like the 10 to 15 range currently, if it would be like over their head. I don't think so. I think I think this is good for like even the earliest players to begin like figuring out how to play match play as well. And I tried to separate it out into the book into levels as well. That allows you to kind of implement the ideas at your own pace, depending on your learning. But what it should like primarily do, hopefully, the system that I'm like kind of presenting here is that like we separate our study of regular backgammon, normal score money play from our match understanding and start to get an idea of like which is going on when and not be like blending them in your head when you're approaching a position and not really sure what the priority is. So hopefully this gives you an idea of like when the match score is really key and you do need to pay attention to that and make some sort of change and how to do that in relation to your understanding of the play or like at a normal score. Um, and then in your study, you can look at those when you get them wrong and have a really easy way to see was my understanding of the position incorrect or is my understanding of the match score dynamics incorrect? And adjust that way. I think, yeah, any way to kind of break those out is pretty key. Otherwise, I think I talked about this in my interview with Dan a little bit. That like the more you learn about this game, it gets more and more beautiful as you go. And there's just like so much intricacy to it, but it gets to be also a lot of ideas to juggle, and it's hard to know like which random thing to pick. That's like what's key in this position, right? And what's the priority? What has the biggest impact? What are the biggest things to study? So I don't know. In my teaching, I'm always really attracted to those kinds of like what carries the most across most positions kind of ideas. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to present match play kind of from that perspective too. But I had another person reach out today that I think leaving a review for me on Amazon. He said that plays in the 5 to 5.5 range, something like that. Been playing tournaments for 40 years or something like that, and it's still giving him much like a bunch of clarity about match play or a way to think about it. That's just easier. That makes things like intuitive. That that maybe kind of understood before, but just wasn't like couldn't hold on to in some way. So yeah, I hope I'm able to like for people that do understand quite a bit about match play, maybe it'll still simplify how you remember it in some way and make it like a little bit of the processing over the board lighter, save you that tournament energy that you need. It gets exhausting to be in a live tournament for days at a time. We hear that at UBC all the time, that after the first 3 days, once we get into the playoffs, people are just like not playing their sharpest. It's been too much backgammon already. So yeah, having some solutions to kind of manage that, I think, can be really important for live play. Let's see. Hmm. Well, what is this? Show bracket in a new tab. I'm learn about some heroes features. Wait here. Or not. We'll see if that loads. I'll show you guys my website while I wait too. Look at this. A bunch of pictures. Got info about the Cyprus tournament. That's coming up. Did I put the dates on there? I'll have to add that. It's like November 5th would be when I'd be like targeting to get there, but I think play starts the 7th with a BMAB tournament. Um, so it's going that way. I have a video talking about my book. I have more information out here with a couple samples about lessons too. So if you're interested in taking those or were wondering kind of what lessons would be like, I took a little piece out of a lesson that I did with someone and also a little bit about the match review that I like to do. I love to get started with students this way. Um, Taking like a sample of matches people have played and like organizing it into positional categories and trying to give people a concept of where they're strong, where they're okay, where they're weak, and like help figure out where we should study that way, which could be a useful thing whether you want to take lessons with me or not. So if you're interested in just doing that, open to doing that as well. But yeah, back to the main page. So there's also I tried to bring together a bunch of links from all the different commentary work I've done. Most of it's UBC channels, but it's nice to just have like a playlist where you can go to any of it. And some of these actually lived on like Backgammon News, Mate's channel, things like that. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to bring it all together in case you're just dying to have more Nick Blazier commentary and don't know where to find it. I've got a little bit more from my uh, like playlists on here as well. So yeah, check that out. I guess I could put some contact information on there or something. It'll be changing every day as I figure out what I'm doing with that page. So what was this? This I forgot what we clicked on. Oh, we clicked on the bracket and it opened up WBIF International, which was what we had already. Okay, cool. So Studio is linked to the match website. Okay, there's some clever features on on heroes for managing tournaments like this. It's pretty cool to play on. Definitely look forward to playing more WBIF matches in the future too. I hope to sign up for next year. This is the first individual championship I've done. Maybe I'm a little, you know, enjoying this because I got to win a lot. I don't know. But it was pretty easy to schedule. Sometimes the online tournaments can feel like a pain that way to like coordinate with opponents and that. I don't know, you know. I got tired of that playing kind of some of the USBGF online series. But this one is run pretty smooth. I feel like it's been really just a pleasure to be part of. So yeah, it's cool stuff. Makes me want to check out more of the tournaments on here. Hmm. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and otherwise we'll just pause at the end of this. This will be the intro video, and the match will resume whenever I hear back from my opponent. Yeah, this would be the only scheduling confusion that I've had in this entire tournament. So that's pretty good for 17 matches. Only one small hiccup. I felt like it was a lot harder. I don't know, maybe it was earlier on when I was playing the USBGF stuff. It kind of seemed a little bit like a lot of people in that tournament didn't actually understand all that much about like computers or online play or how that all works or how to schedule with someone. I had like people asking me to call them to like schedule matches or something, which I don't know. Maybe that's my generation where I think that's really goofy and weird, but it should be pretty easy to like, I mean, on the WBIF site, you have these little like I don't see it now because it's not in my pairings here, but it gives you like a little email link that allows you when I go to my own matches. Let me see if I can get to that. It gives me little links that allow me to like this that allow me to message my opponent. That goes to the directors as well, and then you can set like actual play times in the tournament page there. You don't actually have to record results because that's like hooked up with Studio somehow. So every time I finish a match, the file is attached and eventually it's processed and PRs are added too. So it's all like really easy to do, which is pretty cool. So I'm betting a lot of it's just like getting better at instructional videos for this. I know Rory's done things like that, helping people understand how to participate in WBIF events, and also just like more website and software facilitation to make that as easy as it can be. So yeah, it's super fun to play in. It's been cool. Well, all right, I'm gonna pause this for now, and then I'll continue the video later when I figure out when my opponent's available. Be back soon, everybody. All right, we're back and ready to go. Internet issues on the other side, I guess. But yeah, opponent's available to play now, so we're going to get it going. Here we are. And a nice start for me. Standard pointing roll. Ooh, my layout is a little funny with the board and everything here. All right, that's cool. Should be fine. Oh, I could actually extend it on, maybe I'll play with this on OBS while I go. But okay, 6-2 split. I run out of time enough without thinking about things like this. I think I'm just going to split here. I am ahead in the race. That's my instinct to get to unstack. I don't want to, the 8 point's kind of better than the 3 point. It doesn't feel so nice to unstack the 6 now that I've already taken a 5th checker off of it to hit loose. It will prevent my opponent from escaping or making some points sometimes, so there's some merit to it, but I feel like there's also a lot of merit to splitting out of direct range of that 11 blot, so I think I'm going to try this way. Wouldn't be surprised, I don't know. Hitting loose feels like a candidate for sure, to not allow him to do this, but he would have made the anchor, so that's pretty good anyway. All right, opponent with slightly better board. What am I doing this time? Now I'm outboarded. I'm still ahead in the race, so I don't really want to hit still. Maybe a checker down and stepping up, that's going to get attacked a lot. If I run, I'm still on 2s, but I have the upside of maybe getting away. If I run all the way, do I make 7s too much better? 2, 5, 4, 3, what are those doing otherwise? Probably hitting. Yeah, maybe there's not a big difference. Maybe I should just try to take the opportunity to get moving. Feels like the strategic idea here. 3-2 is going to hit. I was likely getting hit and board anyway. Would have got returns, but wouldn't have had the upside of potentially escaping. I don't see a compelling reason to step out and give my opponent good 6s on the bar, let him slot that with hitting. Maybe because we get to make it sometimes, but it doesn't really take away from pointing rolls or challenge blots all that well. I think I'm just going to bring a checker into the zone, respect his better board, sit back for a second. I would have been happy after this roll, maybe, to be out there, but I still get a lot of fly shots in the outfield a lot of the time too, and we're going to hit one of those. Decent racing lead, so pressure's on my opponent. I think we still need to do something with our checker back here to consolidate that lead. Ouch. I can duplicate 4s, the anchoring 4s and hitting 4s, and then what is my 2? I think I just want to see the light and try to escape. Makes 2s and 3s better, maybe? I don't know though, I don't see what else. I'm going to go for this. create another blot, make my distribution worse. Okay. I fan. Okay, my opponent's kind of in the driver's seat now. But yeah, he must have rolls where I can lose right now, but I think I'm still doing fine and have plenty of contact, all these things. So I think it's the cube side feels like it's the thing in question, if anything. But he does have rolls like this that could really just like, can't take this now, so he just certainly had market loss. 6-4 going to cover, and I need to survive without losing a gammon. So just entering on the ace of the deuce is going to give me a lot of chances to do that. He has a lot of incentive to hit loose here with this 6. Keep going for it. Now it's pressure's really on. 3. He can switch. Yeah, still trying to enter on the 4 for me before he makes it. To get a little bit of contact, but contact's a lot worse now. Oh, interesting. This was forced, and my 4's got a lot better now, huh? Oh, I missed, though. I tried. I get another try at it? Wow. Every now and then these blitzes just don't go the way you plan. It's getting a little bit unlucky with that piece of it, for sure. But seems to have survived, okay. And quite likely to start off with 4 points. I got my work cut out for me. Oh, I get a shot. Maybe I can win still. There we go. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of wins from here. Okay, the 5 must be out. This is 11 away, so it's a good spot to be to get shots when he tries to run. 11 and 13 away is the rule of thumb I got. 4 hits, okay, so we're staying alive. Trying to dodge him escaping, and with only 2 off, I don't need to completely close him out to have a cube. I'll have something a little bit earlier than that. Is it my 3 or my 1 that's hitting? I think because I can make the point, I'll use both of them that way. Okay, a fan. This is nice. I think I still have more work than this to do for sure, but as I said, I'm really trying to pay attention for when that cube opportunity is going to arise. Maybe 6-4 has some merit here to work on the 3 next. It always feels so weird to do that. I really don't want to give up my midpoint. I don't want to ruin the distribution of the 8. Maybe that's a little better to do it that way. The 3 down seems so nice. What else can I do here? I mean, this can't be such a big deal, so I shouldn't be spending a lot of clock time on it. I'm going to try this. It feels a little weird, though. If I end up having to hit loose, I'll be very disappointed that I did that, I guess, but really I'm just hoping to point. And now it's a little front-loaded, too, so it's not all good. Okay, how close are we? We're 3 checkers past, so we're really putting the pressure on. If we make the 5 prime, can he still take? That could be market loss. So maybe the threat is making the bar point, and then he still has time to try to scramble home. Even if we do that. Maybe I should make that first, and it feels nice to claim after that. I don't think it's such a big threat yet. And 2's not at the edge. So if we make the 6 prime or close him out, then we're way past our market. So I think this is probably a pretty solid cube. 4 is 4-1, 5-1. Okay, we lost our market with him, so maybe we did miss a cube to roll before. I don't know. Maybe that was too much to be able to close it out, but it felt also nice to like claim our winning chances there once we got there. So I used that to convince myself to wait. I think it's the 4 point, but I could make the bar point. Distribution's way worse. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so instead of being down 4, we're up 2. That's kind of nice. 11 away, 13 away. And he's escaped 2. We're seeking contact. I think I don't want to give him a good 6, so I'll split with the 4 to see the outfield, then bring the 6 down. We'll try this. I think I like this. I could just make the 2 point or something like this as well, but I think I really want to be split to defend rolls like this 4-3. And I think I'm going to stay split. And even if I roll the 4, I don't know if I want the anchor yet, really. 4-2 gives me a little more incentive to make it past that point, and my race is still really good. Maybe I should just run with the front one here. Or the back one. Both seem reasonable. I've got the racing lead now. So escaping is nice. I have the better board, so I don't mind being on the 20 so much. I'm leaning towards running from the back for that reason. Controls the outfield as well. Is he going to be comfortable loose hitting me? I don't think so. And I don't really mind him having to play behind me. I think making the deuce point feels like an overplay, like I'm running out of time a little bit, so sure. Let's just break a little contact here and take our 10 pip lead. 6-3 I think is just going to play behind me. Yep. And we're still trying to just escape here. 5 down, slot the good point, sure. Yeah, could have got shots on some of these. Okay, we're slowing down quite a bit too. It's very scary to lose head at least now. 5-3. Bunch of blots behind, so no pressure to escape, but we could. But we're down in the race now. Do I want to stay for one more roll for that reason? It's pretty bold to sit back there and not just take my 1 pip deficit. And I do have a 4-point board. But I could easily regret this quite a bit by next roll. I think I'm going to keep the contact, though. I don't know here. This is pretty confusing. To me, anyway. Oh, he could clean up 3-2. Maybe that's a little bit better to put the pressure on. But my 5-point board remains scary. He's got really good rolls now, and I do kind of regret not leaving. As anticipated, but 4-1 can't really safely clean it up. Oh, he's going to go for the hit. Okay, I win when I hit this. That's nice. But so yeah, I could have been a little bit below 50, and now I'm almost more like a third to win. I really need to hit it there. So yeah, I kind of regret staying again. Don't want to give the 1-6 here, I don't think. 1-4. I think I can claim this. 12 pips ahead. Got the way better board. Is it too good ever? Obviously, if I hit and get hit back, it's not good if I don't hit. He can escape and kind of have a game that way. I think I'm going to claim. Hope I'm not too good there. We'll find out. 2-1 down, 4 hits, 3 down, sure. Make another blot, why not? All right. Hitting contest begins. We're doing well so far. Not always clear that you want to use last ace to hit there, but he goes for it, of course. Wow, I got a real limit of 6s here. Do I want to slot into 6s and 3s, the double shot? They're really well duplicated. Maybe that's a good reason to stay pure. And 1s are just a number that he doesn't have otherwise. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to go for the purity here. Yeah, so if I had the 1, you'd be hitting and covering. He's going to choose to cover here, and now I have a great chance to develop in front. 3-2 can make the 5-point or the bar point. 5 points seems a little stronger, but it's the wrong spares. So if we look at this, we have like 3 checkers not really doing anything, trying to threaten the back. We still leave a direct 6. Interesting. I really need to move off this anchor with this huge racing lead too. So actually I could cover and split does both things. And how sad am I if he makes the 5-point? Maybe this accomplishes a little more. Wow. It feels like it's strategically, like I'm accomplishing 2 ideas, splitting and making a point here. But of course, in the back of our head, we always have to have how strong the 5-point is, right? And that's a very difficult thing to pass up. He is not excited to hit with a 6 here, so I don't think I'm too worried about that. There's going to be contact and potentially an exchange of hits, so having a board is pretty nice to help me get these checkers home. I'm quite conflicted, so when I'm in doubt, I'm going to make the 5-point, but they both look like they have a lot of merit to me. 5-2. I don't know what I prefer after seeing that roll. 5-3. I think we really need to split. We're out of time to do that, and we can consolidate the blot here too, so sure, let's go for it. Who needs an anchor against whatever this is, 6.5 in the zone? I don't. All right, 5s from the bar are pretty strong. 3-6 will do. All out of time in the rest of our position, as you can see, so I'll be playing from the back checkers almost every roll. 5-3. I could hit as well, but I think just cleaning up, trying to have less blots to deal with sounds good. Need a 1 or a 2 to step up. Oh, he gets a little chance. That's well duplicated as well, so his 2 is probably pretty safe. But running gave me a little bit of room to play behind here. I think I want to keep this spare 6, even though I'm going to use it to run a lot. Or should I unstack to the ace? Should I unstack to the ace, or should I play to the pure point? I'm just going to go for distribution here. But that could be incorrect by a bit. Ooh, no more 6s. I'm glad I saved it now. 2-4. Looks like we're doing this. Someone says no speed. Oh, he's going to cube me now, but I'm way ahead in the race. What is this? I mean, I don't see how I can pass it or anything. I guess he could make a 6 prime? Is that like the threat? It's kind of a surprising Surprising cube to me. 6-2. I think I want to keep the direct contact with the anchor and make sure he's not escaping. 3s and 5s don't open up when I give up the mid, so yeah. Yeah, let's give up the midpoint here. Don't need it to control the outfield at the moment either. I could be under attack very soon, so I don't know. There's merit to the cube in that sense too. I think I'm going to... Oh, I can give up this and not have to leave a direct shot. Is that the right idea? The other idea is to park on the 7, no 3 duplication. Let's try it that way. Oh, gets to hit off the edge. I'm glad I have a little bit better board now. Could really use a 3. No such luck yet. He could also use a 3. All right, I really need an ace to step up. Nice. Where's our best 5? I either have to bury or leave a direct shot against a 4-point board. I think I will bury. I think I'll bury. 3s are good for hitting loose and covering the back of the prime, so he's a little duplicated there. All right. Big swing on deuces there, no such luck. Oh, does he have to play the 3 out? Doesn't he want to? He wants to cover with the 3 really bad. He could just cover 11-2. I think that's the play. Yeah. Entering is nice just to clean up this blot on the midpoint to make sure I don't get gammoned here. So aces are still very good for me. Ooh, ace-6. Sure. I mean, it's hard to win from here, of course, but at least I can make progress towards saving the G. What's the best way to do that? 2 in? I risk 4-6 and 3-6 from the bar. What else can I do? And he's going to have a lot of shots at it. Is there, what else? I don't think there's anything else that I have. I think I have to leave a potential shot down the road no matter what. So I'll go for this. 3-3 is going to be hit. Okay. Maybe I can roll an ace and anchor up. Okay, not so bad. Hope I don't crack too bad. This should save some gammons, though, as well. Okay. Yep, we're going to push him forward for sure. All right. Just trying to survive this game. Not a lot of wins here. Even if I do get a shot where he bears in, it's hard to contain it with my broken board. Let's see. Oh, he gives me an opportunity to leave with a 6. A nice little trap there. Okay. I will have to go with that one. He gets to close me out and then immediately open up again from the back. Okay. 6s are still... Double 6s get me right back in this game. They did for roll anyway. Maybe it's a little worse. No. Still prefer to enter. 7 pips outside should be like less than 10% gammons or something like this, so should be fairly safe there. We'll keep the contact. This finishes most of that. Hitting a shot could still win a game. Cleans up. What am I doing here? I don't think I want to stay for another one on that. It's like so hard to win even if I do get it, so we'll just make sure we save the G. Oh, yeah, I'll play him outside, but I need to think a little bit about whether 5s and 4s and things like that work. 5-2, 5s and 4s, 5-4 doesn't take a checker off right now. Is there a way around that? 5-4 does here, but now 2-1 won't. Am I missing anything else from here? Which one am I not going to roll? We'll go with this one. I don't know. All right. 5-3 works. Gammon saved. All right. 10 away, 11 away. Still a small lead. No split available, so we'll play down. My opponent has to split under the gun. I would love to be making the bar point, but it's hard to pass up hitting on the 5 as well, and I have to leave a direct shot if I do it, so let's hit. I want to hit again. Do I want to split? Everything seems to do something good if I split. 1s, 3s, 4s, 5s. But I guess 6s are pretty... Entering 6s are not very good after I do that. If I hit on the ace, it's just so impure. I take a whole roll away. Do I want to continue it here? Certainly gets hit a lot less, safer, and all these things. Maybe it gives me a chance to continue a blitz with 10 in the zone. I don't know. I really don't. Happy on a 6 either way. 5 is going to cover. Let's split now. Sure. I'm going to get hit now, I think. Yep. And we fan. It almost worked. All right, I think 6 is going to come from the back here. We really need to enter and work on an anchor. All right, under a lot of pressure with this on Imperial ace point too. Oh, this is interesting. Clean up and make the... Okay, go for distribution. There was a slitching play available too. 9 in the zone. Do I want to be up high to try to fight for an advanced anchor? I don't know if that's the priority here. He escapes, okay. 2's going to cover, and now I think I will fight for it with only 9 in zone. He's so likely to have to place checkers in the outfield. I want to see it and control it. And big swing on this sequence. I think he's thinking about... I mean, he has a racing lead, so if he can play quiet, he's doing really well there. Plus, he might be able to attack. I think I've got a good enough board and enough race and enough work with this midpoint to still play it out. But he is leading in all game plans, so it could be even on the pass side already. But I'm going to try it. I tend towards taking. I don't know. 4-1, he can play safe, okay. I think a lot of the time, yeah, I get to make an anchor, and now I'm really happy with my take. But it's a little bit suspect when you're hoping to get into, like, a losing anchor game, basically, you know. This isn't that great of an outcome, but of course, a takeable outcome. I'm only slightly down in the race now, too, so it's improved quite a bit for me. Things are looking good. And he does something kind of destructive to his board with not that much in the race, so... that's nice for me as well. 2, no way to cover the 5 point yet. I'm trying to play here. I can give up the midpoint at some point very easily. Actually, is there any reason not to do this? 1-3, 1-2, 1-1. I don't know. Why not? I want the point. I'm gonna go for it. I don't know if it's important enough to have right now, but yeah, feels like I have the way better board, so. Okay, contact just got harder. I could have run on that, I guess. I didn't realize that the race was so close, but I don't think so. Yeah, down 15. I typically am not going to want to be the one to break contact. Down 5, though. Again, I have to play pretty deep in my board now, so now it's a lot more to think about. Would I ever just stay with 1? 3-1, 3-5, there are rolls where I regret it for sure. But it feels worth it for 1 roll. I don't want to bury to the deuce here. Let's have the board with it too. I don't have to do that though. The thing is I might not get a chance to run both of them next roll. So this should give me options on my next roll too. I think I'm going to go for this. Yeah, and so we can hit and cover. Is that worth it for the ace that might win and lose a gammon? Maybe, yeah. He shouldn't win too many gammons here? Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good move to let me kind of crack potentially there too. Oh, he leaves me a shot. Oh, no such luck. I did get it last time. Okay, I get to try again. Hopefully I didn't overplay running off that. That was a pretty nice shot. It always feels like that afterward. You have second guesses about it, right? Will we get another try? Okay, we don't get to instantly cube on a hit. Wow, I'm getting lucky in key spots here. This is pretty nice. 6 off. I need to take a checker or 2 off before I can cube. Maybe a little different because he's out on the 4. Maybe a checker off, we'll call it. Also, I'm leading the match, so I do need to be careful about that. 1, 2... Okay, is there a way off 6s? 1, 2, 3, 4, no. I don't think that's the biggest priority anyway, but this is a nice place for the spare, so let's do it like this. Alright, I do think I need to take a checker off before I'm going to cube him out. That's where I want to get. Maybe even 2 at the score I'll do. We'll see. Checker off and clearing the 6 could be enough as well. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah. So after this, how are we feeling? This looks good. This is risky in like redouble territory a little bit, but it's only 1 point deficit. I think it's a good time to send it. I think it's still very takeable, but I'm not even completely certain of that. I would probably snap it, but maybe this gap on the 3 point is enough to let it go. And for example, just that simple 6-1 sequence, I think I lost my market on. So that's why it felt important to get the 4 cube in time. All right, looking good for 4 points. I think he'll put this on the 3 for distribution. Yeah, I like that play. There we go. Decided, and that's going to take me to 7 points, which is 6 away, 11 away. Okay, nice start to this one. With a big lead, I think I can start shifting my 6-4 towards running and just trying to play simple winning game plans instead of pointing for gammons. Maybe the split's actually right at a score like this, though. Okay, I think the 3 wants to see the light, and then do I want to hop out and leave a double shot or just clean up a checker? The 6 seems very good here, so I'll go ahead and do that. And I do think I want to be at the edge. Priming risk is greater than blitzing risk against 8 in the zone, so let's just try to escape and race. Yeah, this is going to force him to make his structure a little impure and shift. I like that. 2-4 is going to leave a shot somewhere. I can focus on the race by just playing deep to the deuce, but that's a long-term liability. No good 6s, so I hate to park there, and this is a double shot, though. That's the pure point. I don't know. I'm just going to do it that way. You might let that checker go in a lot of instances. Okay, I need to step up with the ace for sure, and then I don't want to be attacked there. I don't really want another blot to deal with right now either, but I don't want to mess up my distribution, so I'll go for it. I think it's early enough in the game where I have to take some risks. Yeah, that would have hurt to be on the 5 point. Now I get a direct shot instead. This is pretty nice. 3-2 is going to cover and down. Yeah, why not? I could also just clean up and not have a blot to deal with when I'm under attack. Yeah, let's do that. This is a little stiff, but I have a race lead, so I can still play this, I'm pretty sure. Even with this big, this is not a score that I'm adjusting a ton at. It might make sense for him to get the cube in earlier because I'm going to have a really hard time recubing. But I think I can still take and play for my gammons are still worth quite a bit, all these things. I'm not like running into the match end things where it's really hard to take cubes yet. 5 down to save gammons is kind of an idea too, but I think I want the board point. 4-3. I'm surviving. This game feels familiar. I feel like I've been under it like this and then just slamming out in the end somehow. Okay, we get to a winning race. This is nice. And this is the kind of game where we could potentially get a recube in, but I need to be really close to the pass side, I think, to do that. I'll be thinking about it for sure. I love to make mistakes by overplaying the cube with the lead. 6 away, 11 away. Yeah, so we're still getting full value, and it really hurts him to let me get to 2 away, so he's not going to like taking necessarily. I don't think... I can't like play behind for a purely safe play, so we're going to leave a couple 7s. What is this, 4-3, 6-1? Yeah. We're developing nicely, but he's managed to get a really big racing lead out of this. The 3, I think I need to be down here, and then do I want to play super tight, or can I 6-3, 5-4 against a 5-point board? I really hate giving those up, so I'm just not going to leave any shots. Be a little extra careful here. All right, still cruising. 6-3. There's one safe play, and I don't see myself leaving a direct shot on the 4. So we're going to take the safe play. Still got good enough race to try it, I think. Ugh. What's he going to do with this? He can close the board and play to the deuce. I had this dilemma last time, but it's also fairly safe to do this. An ace might help me get home, so he does dislike it a little bit there. Okay, I have an option that lets me leave an indirect. Oh, I have a better option that lets me leave an indirect. 6-2, 6-1, 5-2. Almost missed that. Does that for sure look better? This is also 4-3? Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. 5-4 can make the midpoint with a leading race, and we're stuck 14. Oh, never mind about that stuck 14 thing. We're ahead. Things are looking good. 10. 4 pips is not enough to cash for money with some wastage too. So I'm going to try to get really close to my like cash point. Ooh, what do I... Maybe I want to switch 6-4 here. What is the... This looks so weird for distribution to put a 6 checker on the 5. Could also unstack 5-3. All reasonable. Let's try that one. Never mind about the cube. Okay, we got work to do. All right, down 9 pips now. Yeah. That's catch-upable. But we do have this wastage, so at least I should be taking checkers off a lot of the times. He's going to have more misses. Oh, I opened up the 4, though. I really need a lot of 5s before I roll 4s now. That's a big liability for me. No such luck. Okay, we need to get lucky with sets and stuff, even though we've made up the race. 2 off. And then... I think so. Looks smoother. I've got 3 more checkers in him. He only takes 1 off this roll if he wants to, and that's not even completely clear all the time that that's what you do with that. When you have to spend 3 to take 1 checker off, sometimes you can go for distribution. I didn't see anything better, so probably right there. But interesting to think about. I am dead. No! I thought for sure I was going to slime this one out again. Okay. 2 points for my friend. He spent 1 second on his clock. Okay. That's cool. 6 away, 9 away. Okay, just want to get my bearings here. Standard 3s play, I think, applies after this opening here, especially with the lead, just up and down. Try to play simple anchor and racing games. What do we got here? This is going to be forced to hit twice or run. Yeah, just running and letting him attack me seems kind of silly, so why not go for it with so many in the zone? I think we got to do this. 6 away, 9 away. Oof. Okay, that hurts. I was trying to think if there's ever going to be a time that I had like a cube after that play. I think this is going to be my best. Give up the midpoint because I have an anchor that controls the outfield a little bit. So outfield presence less necessary. No good 6 otherwise too is really most of it. Okay, and on the 3, and then I'm not down enough to play a double anchor game, but it still might be nice to have. But I think I'm just going to go for the mobility and try to get this checker working of stepping up. Do I have more? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Should help me keep this higher anchor longer as well. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that would have played differently, but okay. 2 in, 6 out. Pretty simple stuff. Is he going to hit again? He is really loose in the outfield. If I hit from the bar here, he's in a lot of trouble, which I think means even when outboarded, maybe it's worth taking the tempo just to prevent him from cleaning up. I have so many landing spots and things like that. Feels weird. I'm outboarded. But I need to unstack too. I think like for the purity and all these things, I think it just like tactically makes sense here. I'm not sure. It could be an overplay. Could easily be an overplay. And even there, maybe linking up 2 blots is a little bit better. I'm not sure. 4-1. I think now we don't mind having the second anchor, and that's going to let us play more pure with this 6 point. But yeah, his numbers are kind of awkward. 5 back, I guess he's not so afraid and doesn't really need an anchor. But we get to go for the attack now. We're for sure going to switch to that. 4-6 fans, beautiful. I must be a long way from a cube, but things are turning around nicely for me. I'm going to continue attacking with 10 in the zone, even though I have 5 back. Really hard to complete with so few checkers in the zone. So I need to fix that. Am I going to hit again and 5 out? A loose hit feels a little bit strange, but just tactically feels kind of nice here. I don't know what else to do with it. I don't want to give him his full roll. This looks really strong. 6 away, 9 away. He's got a lot of time to do something, but I mean, he's on the back foot and he could fan again. If I cover and he fans, is he dead? Ooh, he's pretty toast. Sending a 3rd back is not good either. I feel like I'm going to wait at this score. But what would I do for money? I'm not sure for money, so then I should almost certainly wait. Yeah, I'll just do that. But it feels like it could be a cube for money. I don't know. I could be passing one up here. 6-1. This is going to hit. And we'll see where we're at after this roll. If he rolls a 2, he's pretty alive. But otherwise, I think I was like in really good shape there. 5 cannot hit. 2s are reasonably duplicated with entries. So yeah, let's use that one. Or we could make the... Oh, maybe we should improve to an outfield outpost. That could be as well and have some outfield presence. I don't think we need it so much here, but I think the material to attack is maybe a little important. But 21 to 16 looks pretty nice too. Let's go for this. I want to, when he enters, be able to continue this attack more often. So I'm going to choose that. 4-3. Are we attacking? I guess we've got this little bit of both play. We could go make the outfield, but then we'd have to leave a direct 6, so it kind of feels like we're going to hit. Yeah, let's try that. I guess I could make the bar point or something too. I don't know. Okay, things are looking up again. If I get away with attacking on the 5, then I think I've lost my market a lot of the time. Again, I'm not certain that I would cube this for money. So maybe that means I need to wait at the score. 6-5, 6-3, 5-3, threes, maybe even ones is something. Sixes, fives. There probably aren't any really bad rolls. 4-4 can cover. 4-3 does very little. Aces can switch, so like a 3-2 might end up hitting loose again. I don't know. I just don't know. And then do I want to lift with it? Or do I need to leave it there? I can leave it there. I mean, the thing is, when I get away with this, then I feel like maybe I'm too good after this, which makes it feel awesome. I should go for this. I don't know. Okay, I still have an opportunity to make a really strong point here, so I feel happy with that play, given the way things went. Oh, we can block this. Okay, this is pretty important now. We don't get to cover, though. And we're pretty front-loaded when I play this last 10 to 6. Maybe I should just do this and play pretty loose. 3s and 4s and 6s, everything hits. I don't think I can do it. I'm really worried about this, though. I must have cracking numbers after this play. I'm going to try it. Feels tactically right. 3-2 would have been, I don't know, wouldn't have felt good. Let's see, what do we have here? 4, and then do we need to hit? What else can we do? We could enter on the 2 and slot the 4 behind. I don't like giving up the bar point, but it feels like the thing here. This is a tricky game we got into. 3-2. Yeah, we're kind of stuck going for it now. It's a battle for the 5 point, and then I have a lot of work to come around still. There we go. I win. I win the 5 point. Is there any duplication idea here? I think we'll just go... There feels like this is going to leave flexibility for escaping numbers later, so I'll try this. I don't know. Should leave less shots as well. Ooh, 5s is really not good for him. I'm too good now. I think this is too good. Yeah, let's play it. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I mean, this is pretty trash. This makes it feel less too good that he got to remake. But... Man, am I still playing this out? I think so. I have a perfect 4-point board, and he's constantly under pressure of, like, cracking. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm rolling this. Let's see. What covers the best? I don't think I mind being hit with indirects because I get a shot in board, so I think I'm just going to spread out and make sure I cover things like this 6-3. Oh, that's a hell of a play. I guess it leaves least directs. Seems really big, though. Okay, we need to hit. So we're going to start with that, I think. And what else gets anywhere? Nothing. So let's just have some outfield presence. Sure. Or we could not leave the 1-5 and have more a direct cover. Yeah, let's try this. I don't know. I probably could have shoveled that around different, but I'm getting a little bit nervous about time. Okay. Okay, he's recovered nicely. I have a lot of hitting numbers. Is this still too good? I mean, he's just so far from slamming this home. I think so. I think I still have to play it. I want to think about cashing, though. 3-6. Okay, this sequence went well. 5-1. And anchor is pretty nice for him. I don't mind, though, because I can just trap him pretty much. I think I want to leave my anchor and go for maximum flexibility. Could get in trouble here. I don't know. Making the bar point seems like a nice thing now. Do I want to be back for maximum contact? I think so. I think I want him if he has to like play some goofy roll behind. 2-5 is going to come out. 7s and 3s and 9s to hit. Okay. 3, and let's prevent the second anchor. Ooh, spicy. What is this? This is volatile now for sure. Does it make any sense? Oh my gosh. Does he want to take this with 4 back? Oh, he loses a gammon like every time that I hit. He loses a gammon so often. I think, would he just pass this still? Can he take this? Can he take this and hope to slime home? I don't think so. I mean, I have like 7 blots around though, so it's going to be really tempting. Ooh, but 2 dead checkers and 4 back. I'm still going to win so many gammons though. It feels like I'd like to play this. But like one sequence and he could have a take. If I fan and he covers, then it's pretty scary. And I'm going to get the 5 away with it too? I don't know. Okay, this is weird enough that it seems really fun to send. So let's do it. Let's do it. Could be pretty bad for the PR. Okay, he took. Ooh, this is exciting. This could be like a backgammon for the match. Okay, he's on the right foot though. I'm gonna get recubed a lot, so it could just be a gammon for the match a lot of the time too. 2s, okay. Not bad for him. Yeah, it's pretty bad for him. What am I talking about? Oh, I hope I get away with this. I'm really scared now. Oh, he can hit twice? Yeah. But I mean, eventually I have to hit this checker on the 4, right? It's not possible to miss that forever. Oh, he gets to clean it up. Can he clean it up? Wow, I really don't know. It's like he needs that checker to win this game, doesn't he? Is he just gonna like purely slime this home with 4 back? Oh god. He's gonna. Oh god. Oh, 3 is pretty strong. What is this? Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Yeah, okay. I've lost this completely. I mean, he's like too good. I think he might have had interesting cubes along the way here too. But any 3 or 4 gives me a lot of chances. Yeah, I think he's just going to be too good and kind of having to play this out though anyway, even though there is some winning chances for me. Man, this was so fun for a little while. I could still win this. It's very pure. Oh, he clears the point. Okay, that could be warranted. Yeah, I still have some time to get in, but gives me some chances to give him some trouble from the 6 point there. Um, yeah, I think he needs to play in, and oh, he's going to even out the outside. Okay, let's get off some backgammons. 6 points would be awful to lose here, and we're going to lose a lot of gammons for sure, but we could still get a shot here. I need an ace at some point. Sooner than later, I think I'll take it, you know? No ace? Okay, now I need one for sure. 8 numbers. Do we need to take maximum pips out too, just in case? I don't think we really do. So we can prevent, like, aces from getting off for 1 roll. Yeah, we're fine. Let's do it that way. Alright, 5s is going to challenge my idea. And looks like a gammon. 6 away, 5 away. Oh, that's going to be a fun cube to look at. What an exciting game either way. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think there's any way off it. Why am I thinking about it? All right, trailing slightly, 6 away, 5 away. Not a whole lot of adjustment to happen here either. This is the safe split. And we're outboarded. Yeah, let's just not get attacked, sure. I could play 2 up too. That might make a lot of sense here. Oh, I get hit in the outfield instead. Okay. 2-5. Do I want to be out on the bar point? 6s want to come around anyway. I get a lot of returns from the bar if I'm hit there loose. Yeah, I think I'm going to try it. 6-5. What can that do? That could hit twice now, I guess. Still doing pretty well here. Not too sad about how this turned out. Now I am. Pretty commanding position for my opponent here. 4-2. Down and see the light or leave it direct and risk another checker behind the prime. I think I'm close enough in the race that I can just kind of play weird like this. And maybe he's got incentive to anchor up now. 6-1, I think just has to try to get some freedom here, even though I leave a double shot. Really need that moving. 6s from the bar, gonna hit. I don't care about my anchor. The prime's a bigger deal. 1-6, not too bad. Okay, if we can just establish an outfield outpost, we're doing well. I think that's what I want to do. What is the other option? The other is to run one and leave them linked. I don't think I want to leave all those. So let's just stack it up. He already has aces. I could try like this. Yeah, there's some good duplication here and a lot of returns. So let's keep a little bit of flexibility too. I'll try it like that. 3-6 is going to hit the hard way, I think. Yeah, there we go. Twos must be very strong. I think a board point with it, and we leave the ace shot. Need to develop. Okay, I've got a solid lead in this now, I think. He's got 4 back behind structure. I've got the anchor. I think he's still got game, though. I don't think I need to try to cube this yet. Quite a bit of it. 5-4. Maybe it needs to work for freedom. Attacking seems like giving up your nicest game plan here. I don't know about this. 1-5. I think I want to get out of direct range. Help me make the 5 point. And when I get away with this play, I'm going to have a lot of cubes in my future. If I make the 5 points, have I lost my market? Probably. But I don't always, and if I don't, he's got an attacking game plan. I don't know, 4 back is a lot too. Let's try it. It feels so confusing because he has an anchor and feels like we're just playing a holding game, but he does have 2 extra checkers back. This could be pretty rough. I have the racing lead. He's got a better board right now. I do still have 1 pinned back that I have to work out, but he's got a prime with the deuce point made, so that's pretty tough too. 5-1, okay, great shot. Very happy. Did he snap take that and I just didn't notice it? I don't know. Gets up to the edge. 7s are gonna... Oh, 2-4. I was not patient for the roll to come through. Yep, we need to step up and just try to escape. This worked out well. I'm happy with this position. Okay, he's not gonna hit. Fair enough. Do I have any reason to spread out here? No, I don't think I want to give him shots, so let's go for distribution. This is a little deep on the 4, but okay. 6-3. He's going to hit loose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'm not going to want contact at this point. I don't know. Okay, we hit with the deuce, and then we just leave with the 6, I think. I don't think staying back for that blot's worth so much, but... Okay, this shook out nicely. 5-3. Do I want to... I can leave 6-6 as a shot. Yeah, who cares? Let's go for some distribution here. Okay. What is he going to do? Yeah, is that really best? Maybe he could just leave with all 4. I don't know if he got back in the race or not. It doesn't cover in the board. Okay, I still have him behind a 6 or a 5 prime, so I got some hope here. Hitting's really strong, though. There we go. That helps a lot. Oh, he gets to clean up the blot. I'm sad. Maybe he'll make another one with me for me in due time, though. 6-5 hits. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that can't be. Okay, this is possible. Wow, what do I need to do here? I think I need to pressure that blot. It's probably less shots. And there's some 3 duplication. All right, let's try that. And it's not clear to me that I shouldn't be getting cubed here. He gets to clean up. So how do I... This is only indirects if I come out to here. And then I can't clean up, though. So maybe I just need to stay there. And do I mind being hit with 3s? I think I do. Let's clean up that blot, yeah. I really like pressuring this, though. I don't know. I might be missing... Giving up a little bit. Okay, he's got a 5-point board now. Start making... Oh, we can keep all the structure and make the ace. Yeah, I don't think I want to give up the 8. Let's do it like this. And he gets to leave indirects. All my 7s are good. Oh, okay. You can do it like that too. Do I want to leave him the direct too? I think I want more pressure on. Wow. Ooh. Let's try this. Only down 6 in the race. Okay. I'm rewarded. I guess I was getting a direct shot either way, huh? 4-3 doesn't hit anything? Dang it. So I can switch to another direct shot, same ace, and take away the 6-2, 5-3, 4-4, 2-2. That's a lot less. The race is close. I don't think it's going to be worth making the board instead. But he's going to be so happy to camp on this cube with an ace shot and a 6-pip lead. I think that's what I have to do, though. All right. Need some lucky dice to get out of this one. It was shaping up so nicely, too. 11 down. He can easily have recubes here, too. I'm surprised he didn't slow down to think about it there. Now I'm only down 3, so I'm doing pretty well. My take point can't be crazy high. If I remember from my book, since it's 6 away, 5 away, it's probably like 25% or something like this. So not like insanely higher than usual. I don't think we're really in that territory of thinking anymore, though. Given that he's gotten these distribution issues have shown up. Both trying to dodge 4s. Oof, this is too close for comfort. Ooh, I need to roll better than that. 6-5 is huge. That's a great shot. 4s takes 1 checker off? Okay. I don't even know if that's good enough. I have a 3 roll. This is like 22 EPC. He has 13 pips with like a decent amount of wastage. Is like maybe, is it ever 10 for 23 where he's actually a pip behind in the wastage? Oh, he's actually ahead, so my take point's really deep here. What was I talking about before? Yeah. So he could be off in 2 rolls for sure, but often he should miss. But then when he misses, he's still on lead roll, and I still need to roll a set to catch up. So logically, it seems like it should be a pass. But the UPC is messing with me a little bit if I'm evaluating it right. 22 to... Could be close. He could just be ahead, and I need to be... It could be really close, though, with the score as well. That's my biggest concern. But I can pass and put him at 3 away, where his cube's going to suck. So let's just do that. All right. 6 away, 3 away. He won't be sending much. I'll be sending really early and having fun. I think I want to split. Sure. Not as early as like once we get into both players 4 points away, but okay, I kind of have the race. I have the position. I have hits that are going to change it quite a bit. This could even be enough for a cube already. Looks pretty good. I think he maybe can still take after I hit, though. So let's try that. Let's try playing it. Okay. Didn't really do a whole lot there. 6-4. I would love to hit. This... Do I want to make the ace? Yeah, sure. We kind of need the tempo to avoid having a point made. We gain on the 3-1 for sure. Attacking and getting away with it could lose my market. Have the racing lead still. 7s and 10s are really good. This seems a little scarier now. Maybe still a easy take, but I think I kind of need to get it in now. 6s. What does this do? We can just play behind with one and try to play for the race. And out with the last one. Kind of a distraction play from making board points. We'll go for that. Yeah. Not what I was thinking. I can see the light. Or I can go for distribution and attacking. Let's try to escape. We still got the racing lead. I need 6s out. Should put a little pressure on his position too. 6-5. Very nice. Yep. See if he wants to go up the midpoint to hit. Things are looking good. Ooh, now we get to... Do we want to play for more? What is it? It's just 2-3 and 4-3. I don't even need to leave it out. Let's do this. Yeah, sure. This feels like risk-free. I mean, not risk-free, but close to it. He enters deeper. That's kind of nice. 6. And then is it helpful to make that point, or do you just want to come in for another builder for the 2? Let's do like this. 6-3-1, 4-1, 6-4. Might not have left myself very many good 6-4s the way that I played this. I don't think I'm hitting loose here, though, so let's just stack them up. Okay, this is getting awkward. I have regrets. I don't think he... If he runs, he saves gammons, at least. Yeah, it's an interesting decision. 4-4. Ooh. Can I win some gammons by doing this and freezing his progress? Oh, when he enters on the 6, I hate it so much, though. I really regret that afterward. But I hate, okay, 14, and I'm not going to win gammons if I don't take a shot at it. Let's try it. Let's try it. He's still got, like, board issues and things like that. Okay, 6-4. I think this is the best to do with this. I could have come in with one. 6-4 misses, fortunately. All right, we don't get the gammon that we were going for, but it was fun trying. Let's go this way. All right, maybe we'll be at 4-away, 3-away, and that's one where we get to really blast away with the cube. Funny how often matches come down to those like typical super sensitive scores, you know? Under a minute on the clock again. I'm good at making myself sweat on that lately. All right, 4-away, 3-away. We're playing down. I think we can switch to that. I mean, it's not the strongest of down plays, but, you know. 6-4 can make the bar, can hit loose, can make the deuce. I think it gets rid of a blot, so we'll just make the bar. Doesn't feel very blitzy, though, so I'm not happy. Okay, I want to hit in the outfield, and then I got a monster cube. 4-3. Do I just have to play 2 up into this? I think I do. Man, that's annoying. What else do I have, though? Well, when I get hit with one of them... Ooh, this is fun. The game isn't decided when I hit. I really want to send a cube, and, I mean, making volatile plays like that kind of go both ways at these kinds of scores. Okay, he's making some out of it. This is not good for me. He can still get games in where he cashes. What are we? We're way down in the race, so I guess maybe the bar point would be good, but 3s are a little duplicated, 6s link up. I don't know. I think I gotta make something to survive this. But really, if he sends the cube, I think I'm just passing. 4-away, 2-away is fine. I'd rather be at that score. This looks awful. I think I would pass this for money. Maybe it's even like too good for money. Yeah, I don't know. I think I can let it go. 4-1. Slotting again. Okay, we didn't get away with it. All we have to do is get like a little advantage, and then the cube is coming. I want the 5 points and split to cover the outfield now? Sure. We're down in the race. We got a better board at least. Okay, we're going to have a lot of returns. This could turn... Oof, fan's not good. Ooh, we need a 3 pretty bad? Okay, we got it. We got it. Send the checker back. What is he going to do? Link blots up? Yeah, I think that's pretty wise. We have 4 backs, so we don't have a whole lot to threaten with here. I think I want to make the higher point and come down, but I could make the 8 point as well. Not super clear there. 2-1. Am I winning this game? I've got to ask myself. He's still leading the race. I have 4 back. Maybe slightly. I don't think it's enough yet, but it's, I mean, this could be too much. Maybe I did. Yeah, I think this I'm going to have to send for sure. What can he even play? Yeah. Yeah, I hope I didn't lose my market here. Okay. 5-4. Yeah, we're going to send another one back. And then why not have the anchor with it? Because it's less contact. If we do want that. There must be like some super jokers in there. I really want to just get checkers in the zone. I don't know. I'm going to do that. I guess I don't mind so much if he plays behind. 4-2. That can hit, or it can just come around. Maybe we should just take the tempo, because it's so awkward to play his rolls. I don't know. I don't want another checker out of the zone. Plays out to the bar. I perform nicely. Oh no. He has to leave me another shot, but I'm in a good game to potentially win the gammon for the match here. This is looking nice. I couldn't have asked for much more. Oof. Okay. We're not coming out of all the swing rolls very well at the moment. This is a huge improvement for him, but we still have the better board and anchor and like, I mean, a lot of things going. So no ace, so I got to enter on the ace. So I'd love to play it off that heavy point. Can't do that. Gonna need some even numbers. Ooh, that's a huge number for him. 5-1 is a poor number for me, but I can give myself some more odd numbers at least, I think, by playing up there. It's weird to step 24 to 23, but I think tactically here it's good. Okay, he's going to leave me a 6-3 and a 5-4 gets there. Okay, we can still do it. Oh, never mind. uh, yeah, we're playing pure now. Hey, we got a back game. That's kind of cool. Man, it's still very winnable, but it's gotten a lot harder to win a gammon for sure. Another blocking point, why not? Get some mobility too. But yeah, he's going to leave a lot of early shots that still lose a gammon in this game. So I guess I should still be pretty happy with this position. My timing is good enough. I don't really want to be hit and give him opportunities to escape, but I can just make the bar point. That looks really nice too. I don't know. We'll just do this. Okay, that for sure. It's going to make a 4 prime. I'm ready for my shot. I'm tired of waiting. What are you doing? 4-2, sure. Still ready. 5-2 can clear the 8 point. Yeah, I'm getting ready if I have to clear something. We'll go like this one more roll, but I mean, I don't mind leaving a single checker in the outfield at this point. Oof, that is a nice one. I think he's going to make this 7 point, but that's another point to clear later. Gammon's evaporating for me. Oh yeah, that's another way to do it. That's clever. I like that. I like his play. 5-2. Okay, brings another checker in safely. Well done. We still got a really nice back game here. Oh, that's a nail in the coffin. That hurts quite a bit. Does it hurt to do this? I think I want to keep pure on my front side. And I still get double shots generally from there, so I don't like giving up the ace-4, I guess, but I do want to stay for the double shot contact, so let's keep trying to wait it out. Running out of time even for that, though. Ooh. What am I going to do with this? I think I gotta leave it. Okay. But I have opportunities for an amoeba with a 2 or a 3 later. Yeah, okay, wow. His next roll is going to be awful a lot of the time. I think this is good. I give up a 6-4 and let him like play that too. I think I need to do it. I think this is a really nice amoeba here. I hate the 4-1, but now I get a double shot. Okay. We're alive. Whew, he's got a lot of checkers off though. That ain't good. Still got work to do. Do I even want to? I think I want to pick up that second checker more. Maybe I should wait on it. Yeah, let's not cover it. Ooh, 1-6 is painful. That was risky. 2, 3. Is it like this? And let's try like that. I don't know. 3-1. Okay, we're getting another try at it. Oh no, we won't. He can just skip. Yeah, he's right. 2s and 9s, and I roll a 10. Ah, shit. This is not looking good. Not looking good. Well, the 3 is going to come in direct range. I got another try at it. Okay. 5. And I still really want to make the back. I'm going to risk it again. Okay. Rewarded. I need to slot the front with a deuce or a 3 and get some recirculation action here. Okay. Need to roll that ace. There we go. Need an ace of my own. Fantastic. Maybe the best one I could get. Let's just close it out now and win this game. So happy. Yeah, let's go for more covers. Get the 4-1 next time. I'm not so worried about the 6 prime, I don't think. But if I can have it, I'll take it. I don't think it's so great to have some other distribution play there. Maybe here it could be. I don't know. Man, it's really hard to cover the ace. Let's see. Oh, I really don't want him to make it. I guess a lot of time I'm going to end up trapping him off it anyway. If he does. Do I just switch here? 3s leave me hurting. Let's play pure. I don't know. Sixes and fives. There we go. Finally did it. Okay. 6-1. I think we're pretty hefty favorites here. One, two, three. It leaves a shot when I do it that way. 1, 2. Do it like this, whatever. Save sixes for a roll. I don't know how important that is, you know. Let's see. 4, 4, 4, 4. I think we can just play pretty safe here. You could make a race out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to be at a DMP game. And it will be a DMP game because I think that's, I don't know. If I'm playing for PR, I guess I can do other things, get some decisions. But technically always at least not incorrect to send the cube. People make it more complicated and get into weird take-pass decisions. I'll just ship it. Who we survived. Man, DMP for tournament life. We should hedge. Yep, even after the 5-1, opponent wins opening roll. Here it comes. Let's do it. All right. I don't think I slot into this, do I? What do I do against 5-1? Ooh, this is a different one. I think it might be the 24-21 split. I think we do just split. This is so hard to remember these. Let's try it. Okay, rewarded. Let's split into 10 in the zone. I don't think so. Let's give him a 6. Why not? I got an anchor. I'm happy. All right, there we go. There's a little bit of something to work with. 4-2 is an anchor. He's going to get rid of that idea. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. Nice lead in this game now. I don't want to leave a shot. Let's just do it like this. Try to clear the mid later. I think I'm winning. Small favorite here. Leaving with tempo doesn't seem quite so good when, I don't know, I'm not that ahead in the race. What does it look like? Sixes and ones, and he can't, so he could hit 2 or hit and cover. Or I can just cover and wait it out and let him make a better board and deal with this later now that I'm totally stripped. I don't know. I'm going for it. He misses. How happy am I? I don't know. I still need to get to safety. I'm going to cover and get on just 4s. 6-5, I guess, as well. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Still ahead in the race, though. Just got to hurry up and enter. No, that's not the way to do it. 6-4 can make another point or can link up with a 10. What is more important here? I think maybe the priming structure feels better. I don't know. Oof. Okay, we're nearly dead. I hope it wasn't that 3-2 that I hit with that decided everything. I'm going to get hit a lot anyway, and maybe this will help me anchor. Yeah, let's go for it. Must be some upside here. Yes, the switch, okay. All right. That's something to work with. And we get missed? What a weird way to win the game this would be. What can I even do with this? Oh, this game's so hard. I don't have enough time to deal with this. Let's just do this. No ace, please. Ooh, and we get a fan. But we don't get to clean up. I just want him to come in, I think. So do I even want to hit? I have to leave more shots if I don't, so okay, fine. Okay, let's not time out. Duplication of 5s a little bit. Oh, no. Was there any way to avoid that? I don't think so. This game's mean. We have to leave a double direct anyway, so yeah, hopefully he fans. He does. Fantastic. What a silly game we play. I have no idea who's going to win. This is all terrifying. I'm stressed right now. Oh, I need to find my way out. No suicide split? Okay. Okay. Could be. Could be a suicide spot. Ooh, 3s is surviving. What a sweat. 4, 2, 6, 3, 5, 4. If I get through this safely, I still haven't won necessarily. Okay. But we're doing well. I'm happy. I am not complaining after where this game was. Oh, shit. I have to clear the 6 or leave a shot? I can't leave a shot, can I? Fuck. Okay. Ooh, I like that split. That's cute. Okay, we don't have to leave it yet, though. Let's try like that. We got some pick and pass numbers. Oh, he's gonna turtle up again after that. Okay. All right, we got some space to work with. No. All right. I really hate this game right now. This is too stressful. For the tournament life, we got to do this too, huh? What a wild end. He used 3 seconds on his clock, and I have 11 left. Ah, that's also amazing. Greek says good match. Thank you. Thank you. Is that Tony? I think that is Tony. Can't remember. All right, how we do? We both played in the sixes. Okay. I think there's strong potential that the cube I sent was like a too good that he took somehow too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Not either of our best matches. We'll see how it comes out in the XG feed too. You guys will get to see it as it goes along what those decisions were. But man, that was an exciting one. Okay. Well, that's at least one more week of matches for y'all. I'm still alive, still kicking. Go and meditate or breathe or something after that. Okay, thanks everyone so much for watching this. As I mentioned, if you enjoy these videos, if you want to see me do commentary in Cyprus, whatever you're feeling, if you want to send like donations of any size to me on Venmo or PayPal, I'd really appreciate that. Trying to get to Cyprus, and I hope you're all enjoying my books too. I'll be back soon. Thanks everybody.